Welcome back to Inside the 12. Shahan J. Araja, Taylor McCargan, Pete Souza, and we are thrilled right now to welcome a coach who's been 22-3 over the past 2 seasons at BYU and has got his team in the 3rd year in the conference ready to play in the Big 12 title game in Arlington. His loyalty shining through earlier this week to the school and just a part of an amazing mission. Kalani Sitake, head coach of BYU, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, well, we know it's been a slow week for you, right? We figured you had some time, so you could just kind of chop it up with us.
Anything for you guys. I'll make the time.
Hey, Coach, we do want to celebrate the commitment you have made to BYU. Not necessarily surprising to a lot of us who've got a chance to follow you and know your legacy there at BYU, but what does it mean for you to double down on your situation in Provo?
Well, I'm extremely happy to be here and here for a long time. I think the keys for me was to take care of my staff and take care of our players. When it's awesome that people have been interested in me and that universities have contacted me. But when it was all said and done, the timing of it all, I was thinking about just talking about things at the end of the season after the championship game. But things got sped up when everything started going crazy. And it became a distraction to the team. And so even though I try to avoid the distraction, there needed to be a decision made. Either I was going to coach this team this week or I was going to step out and go somewhere else, just like how Lane did. And, I felt like because the distraction was out there, let's try to eliminate it as quickly as possible and make a decision. And I'm really thankful that the university stepped up and that they made it easy on me and easy on our program. Now we can just focus on the game and stop talking about me and my contract, even though we're doing it right now.
Well, let's jump to the football. Obviously, this is a Texas Tech team that you guys have played before. What kind of benefit and what kind of challenge is it going up against a team for the 2nd time in a season?
Well, the challenge is Texas Tech is they're one of the best teams in the country and well coached. And Joey McGuire's amazing leader. I mean, he's a friend of mine, so I've been around him and see what he does in building his culture. We've been able to break bread together and hang out, and so I've seen him at his best, and this is him at his best, and you're seeing the momentum that they're gaining, the confidence that they have as a team. We didn't do our best against them when we went out to Lubbock. That's a tough environment to play in, so I'm glad that we're going to be in Arlington, a neutral site with our fans and with their fans. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of energy there. Now we have a chance for redemption, so we're looking forward to the matchup. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be a great game, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Coach, your quarterback, Bear Bachmeier, I think we all agree, one of the best storylines in all of college football. Wasn't even on campus in the spring semester, all the changes that you have at that position. He ends up being the guy. And for this special season that he's having, how proud are you of his development and growth, not only becoming the starter when he did, but his growth throughout the season?
Yeah, I've been really, really impressed with him overall. Just the willingness to learn the system, but also be patient. I think A-Rod, our offensive coordinator, has done a great job at giving him bit by bit from week 1 to all the way to now. And, he knows a lot more about the game and about our playbook now than he did back in August. But I think it was a natural progression getting there. The one thing that I can tell you is that he's always been mindful of his teammates and knowing what it takes to put them in a position to have success and taking care of the football. We're asking him to grow up pretty quickly, and he's done that. And he's been a great teammate, and I love that the guys have all rallied around him.
Yeah, obviously in the last game, L.J. Martin was a little banged up. Since then, he's gone on to have one of the best seasons of any running back in the Big 12. How significant has L.J. Martin been to this team, and how significant will a healthy L.J. Martin be to this matchup? Yeah,
the matchup's going to be difficult altogether, but having LJ feeling confident in his health and, I think having our guys they know that game didn't go as well as they wanted to, but it's just exciting for them to want another chance. When it's all said and done, LJ is going to be able to make plays if the O-line can block for him. And Bear's going to be able to throw the ball if the O-line can take care of business. And so that's hard to do against a very talented D-line. And then, you look at linebackers like Jacob Rodriguez, they're all over the place. And so this is not an easy game, but man, we love the challenge. I think the fact that this game is coming up and the championship game is coming up, we're having our best practices, and we're going to be at our best, and let's see if our best will get us a win.
All right, last question for you. On behalf of all of us, win or lose, Why does BYU, we want you to tell the nation, deserve to be in the college football playoff?
Well, we're in the championship game. I think it's just difficult for teams that aren't playing at all today, this weekend, to be waiting, and they get bumped into the playoffs by other people competing. And so last year I didn't have much to say because we weren't in the championship game. This year I think everybody should play a 13th game. If we're playing in the championship game, then how about those other guys settle it on the field and figure out so the committee can make it easier? How is the committee supposed to judge the two teams that are playing for a championship game and other teams that aren't? That's to me, or just expand it and make it 24.
Kalani Sitake, let's go. We got a new college football commissioner, finally. Thank you so much for taking the time and joining us. We will see you in Arlington. Best of luck to you, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Kalani Sitake, one of the most celebrated coaches in college football, certainly right now for the BYU family and fan base. What did you take from that, Shahan? I mean, him staying and everything involved, what did you glean from that convo?
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Let's go back a couple of days. I mean, Kalani Sitake was the name that we had heard a little bit for Penn State, but to see it actually come to fruition, to see it actually get to that point, was not something that we necessarily expected. But I think that his commitment and kind of closing the door on it, it says a lot about where BYU is right now, right? This is a program that expects to compete at the highest level. It's a program that on Saturday will be obviously playing for a championship and a spot in the playoff. Like, this is, I think, a big moment for him, and I think that he recognizes that in a big way.
Yeah, I love the loyalty for Kalani Sitake. Again, he mentioned this is where he played, right? And understand that loyalty, and you're seeing that shine through. I also think this is a big moment for BYU. You went head-to-head with Penn State. I mean, this is one of the top jobs in college football, and you retained your head coach. There's not a lot of programs in college football that can say that, and I think that speaks to the power and the brand of BYU.
How is this last segment not sponsored by Crumble Cookies? That's all. I mean, there's some back. I mean, I think, yeah, come on, we celebrated the move.
I'll take some Marriott points too. We can bring them all in.